Suggested to South Dakota's governor that he'd like to be the fifth face on the mountain. And here in Trump country, people actually buy into it.
One day, Donald J. Trump will be on that monument. I firmly believe.
But at a time of racial unease, when protesters are tearing down statues of slaveholders and calling for the names of Confederate generals to be removed from army bases, the Rushmore event is a reminder that Trump is fighting to preserve these relics of heritage and history that some see as symbols of oppression. And to indigenous people, Mount Rushmore, with 4 white presidents, 2 of whom were slave owners, is one of those symbols.
Indigenous people and my ancestors fought and died and gave their lives to protect the sacred land. And to blow up a mountain and put the faces of 4 white men who were colonizers, who committed genocide against indigenous people, the fact that we don't, as America, think of that as an absolute outrage is ridiculous.
The dispute over Mount Rushmore has gone on for decades, carved out of South Dakota's Black Hills on land sacred to Native Americans who have never gotten over the fact that the government took over this location and turned it into a tourist attraction.
Native American activists say the government should give back the land to the original owners. They're planning protests, and local tribal councils have denounced the Trump visit.
All of a sudden, what indigenous people have been saying for generations, there's an appetite to have a conversation about symbols of white supremacy, structural racism.
Historian Tom Griffith says getting rid of the monuments is not the answer.
We can easily erase all of the symbols of our past, but we can't ignore the history. It will remain no matter what sculptures what are torn down around the country, and that continues today.
To some, Mount Rushmore, the creation, is almost as controversial today as its creator, Gutzon Borglum. The sculptor was an ardent supporter of the Ku Klux Klan, though he never took the oath.
I think more than ideology, but more practically, he was affiliated with the Klan to raise money.
Joe John, CNN in Keystone, South Dakota.